If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel, and if you like the video at the end, click on the thumbs up.
Hello, and welcome to another edition of Kryptonite. I'm Colton, and this week I'll be here by myself. Boris will be back next week, and as many as you know, I'm the one that asks questions, and he's the one, with all the knowledge. But we didn't want to leave you guys shorthanded or anything like that for a week, so I'll be here today and later this week too to supply a video. But today we will be talking about the Super Bowl and the amount of crypto ads that were in the Super Bowl. I'm not going to show the videos. I don't want to keep it too long for you guys. The actual videos and the link will be in the description. You'll be able to click the link and be able to watch them. I'm just going to discuss and kind of show you guys what happened in case you guys didn't see that. But let me share my screen and we can dive in. So as we discussed, we're going to be talking about the Super Bowl ads and the crypto and all the crypto ads that happened with it. As many of you guys know, the Super Bowl is a very good place to advertise. A lot of people advertise here. It's very expensive, but these are probably the best commercials and the best ads all year long. This year alone, the Super Bowl went up. It was reported that it was $6 to $8 million just for the ad space for 30 seconds, if that. So it is very pricey. We saw a lot of companies back out that have always been in, and we actually saw a couple that have sat out for years come back in. Gillette was one of them. I believe it was 16 to 17 years that they haven't done a Super Bowl. They actually came back in this year and did one, so it was interesting to see. There was nowhere near amount of Super Bowl commercials that it was in the past, and again, I think that has to do with money. They repeated, by the fourth quarter, there was a lot of repeats. Normally it's not like that in the Super Bowl. It's usually the fourth quarter is the best, advertisements, and and that's what it is. But it didn't happen this time. There wasn't many people that wanted to pay that amount of money, but crypto in the crypto world did. They wanted to spend money to make money. So that's what we're going to discuss here. So let's go to the first one. The first one is FTX. FTX takes aims at skeptics. Discussing just about what the cost of the advertisement is for the space. Yes, it's $6 to $8 million, but then these companies have to dish out, a budget for the video itself, making the advertisement, and then the actors and actresses that they have in it. And if you were paying attention, a lot of these crypto, companies had someone very, very famous inside the commercial, part of the commercial. Cameo, it may be the star. They all had some type of famous person involved, and it started with FTX. They took aim at skeptics. They had the comedian Larry David. It was pretty funny. The funniest thing, to me was seeing, his life and how many things he passed up on, and at the end saying, "Don't be like Larry." That's many people in this world. The internet, Apple, Amazon, we could go on. That's a lot of people who didn't believe, and I think that was the point of this commercial is to show, hey, don't always, take everything with a grain of salt, and if you believe in something, invest, and don't be like Larry. Don't say no to everything. And I'm not going to show the commercials, but the commercial will be in the description with the link, so you'll be able to watch. But that was one of the first commercials that showed, and I wanted to discuss that. The next one is Coinbase. Many of you know, that was a big commercial. It was probably the most talked one after the Super Bowl. What they did was, if you ever used a DVD player, how it bounced around when it was away from corner to corner. That's exactly what Coinbase did, except it was a QR code. And, I didn't think that many people would scan a QR code during a Super Bowl when they're, with family, friends, drinking, partying, but it did. They actually crashed their website. And people looked at it as a bad thing. From a marketing perspective, yeah, it does suck that the website crashed, but they had so many visitors that the website crashed. So, you kind of got to look at it that way too. And, full numbers haven't came out, but they're saying that they got, a ton of people signed up on Coinbase just because they had, I think it was a free $5 to $10 reward if you signed up through that QR code. I actually got through when it happened. I scanned it immediately. I was very interested. It took me there. I was on the website. I was kicked off, within minutes, not even minutes, seconds, I was kicked off. But it was very, very interesting. It was probably, to me, one of the smartest marketing moves that I've seen in a long time. Just because QR codes are making their way back into society, and people, going to restaurants, scan them. I think that's really what got people going. And, this was a great advertisement to me. Again, the link to the video will be in the description. The next one is eToro. If you're not familiar with eToro, it's basically a social investing platform. Instead of being a Twitter or a Facebook or something like that, it's for investing. You can talk to people, you can interact with people. That's what it is. It was actually a pretty interesting, cool commercial from the point of, I think it was an angel or someone was, guiding him through the investment of crypto and how to do it, what to do, where to invest. It was really cool. It kind of made it seem like, hey, you don't have to do this by yourself. There's people here to help you. So this was a really cool commercial to me to see that. Another thing is eToro was really, stock based with investing. They kind of, pivoted and said, okay, let's start, doing crypto as well. So it was cool to see another platform or another company start divulging into the crypto universe. The next one is Bud Light Next. So this is their new beer, 0 calories, 0 carbs. I don't know if the 0 calories is true, but I do know the 0 carbs. It is supposed to be their new beer. The reason I brought this up is because it was NFT related and you got a free concert in the Metaverse. That was really cool to see that if you got the beer, you got an NFT, and then also you got a live musical performance in the Metaverse. And to me personally, I think this is the future of concerts and a lot of the sporting events is you're going to put your goggles on, you're going to be sitting courtside, front row, whatever it is, whatever event you are, on stage, whatever. And that's what these events are. People aren't going to pay, as you saw, the Super Bowl tickets were, cheapest one was $6,000. Average human can't pay that, nor, then the travel to go to wherever it is. I don't know where it is next year, but you still got to travel to get there, pay for a hotel, food, etc. So it's just, for an average human, it's not feasible at the end of the day. So I think this is pretty cool. We still don't know what the live musical performance is going to be, but I thought it was cool that you can get an NFT and then you got this exclusive invite to a live musical performance. And knowing Bud Light, Post Malone's a huge sponsor. There's, a ton of people, so it could be someone huge that's going to be doing this musical performance for them. Again, the video will be in the description, so feel free to click on the link. This one, I added. I don't really, me personally, yes, Metaverse is cool and all that, but this commercial went over my parents' head, just like the first Meta commercial did. If you remember the first Meta commercial with, the animals dancing and bobbing their heads and the people, my parents were like, what's going on here? Like, what's the point of this? And the same thing kind of happened here too. It was pretty cool to see, two friends grow apart and come back and play the quest and do all that stuff together. But, for the target audience, I think it went over a lot of people's head. The Super Bowl, not a lot of younger people. Yes, a lot of younger people watch it, but, they're not watching the Super Bowl commercial. They're back on their iPad or tablet when the Super Bowl's off, So that's the big thing here is the older generation, I think, went over their head. It was really cool to see, though, like me personally, two friends come back together over a video game, essentially. But I just wanted to bring this up because Meta did have a commercial in the Super Bowl. And the last one, and again, the link will be in description, so you'll be able to watch it. The last video that I wanted, or the last commercial I wanted to talk about is Crypto.com. Many of you know Staples, or Staples Center is no longer called Staples Center. It is called Crypto.com, CryptoArena.com. And of course, what did they have to do? They had to get their biggest star, LeBron James. This commercial was really cool. It was a lot of CGI. It was LeBron when he was 17, and then him now, and discussing what's going to happen in the future, etc. Not just about his career, but about everything, cars, crypto, everything. It was a pretty interesting commercial. But it was cool to see, Crypto.com take their biggest star, the NBA's biggest star, probably one of the biggest stars in the world, and use him to their advantage. LeBron also, shared the tweet, did all that after the commercial aired. So it definitely, this was probably the most promising commercial out of all of them. But, every commercial had its own niche and point, and it was pretty cool to see. Like I said, there was a lot of companies that did not advertise this year. It was too expensive. it was cool to see crypto take the chance to to spend money to make some money. It was really cool to see that. And like I said, it was just $6 to $8 million for the advertisement space. I can only imagine what they dished out to LeBron, for this commercial, Larry David for FTX, et cetera. Like I said, this wasn't a cheap advertisement by any means, but it definitely helped out the crypto world, I think, big time. Again, going back to my parents, my parents thought it was pretty cool to see all these crypto commercials during the Super Bowl. They don't know much about it, but it piqued their interest. I mean, that's at the end of the day, that's really what you want. Get more users on the platform, exchanges using the coins. So that was pretty interesting to see. But that's all I have for today. I hope this video helped, and I hope to see you guys on the next edition of Crypto Night. Thank you.
I hope this video helps. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.
If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel, and if you like the video at the end, click on the thumbs up.